Good afternoon, everyone. This voiceover PowerPoint is created as a replication of the Faculty Professional Day presentation that I gave in the fall of 2018 semester. For those of you who weren't able to make it there, we wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to learn about all the wonderful things that North Shore Community College is doing for our students and the progress that we are making. We have so much to be proud of as members of the North Shore Community College community. Just last week, we received notice that we were ranked number 16 in the nation amongst all community colleges for our service to adult learners in Washington Monthly's annual Best of the Best College edition. This makes us the #1 community college in the state of Massachusetts. We were also nominated for the second year in a row for the Bellwether Award for our work with prior learning assessment and helping students complete their degrees. We've also recently received a bronze badge for our All-in-Campus Democracy Challenge. We know we have a strong, quality academic program, faculty who are devoted to teaching and learning, and an entire campus dedicated to student success. We are making significant progress on the tenets of our Master Academic Plan and strategic plans. Last year, we identified our 4 general education outcomes, updated our college catalog to identify all 75 credit program student learner outcomes, and redesigned our curriculum process moving forward to focus on the identification and measurement of student learning outcomes at the course, departmental, general education, and program level. This work will align our efforts with our new NETCHI standards in educational effectiveness. For those of you not in the loop, NETCHI is the new organization that will be accrediting us in our next self-study versus NEASC. NEASC remains focused on regional accreditation of secondary schools, whereas NETCHI will be focused on regional accreditation of post-secondary schools. This year we will come together as a college community to determine institutional student learner outcomes through involvement of the College Forum Steering Committee. We continue to grow flexible learning options for our learners who try to balance their lives with work and family. This fall, we have 82 courses being offered in a hybrid format. That's up 41% from last year of only having 48 classes. We also have 110 courses being offered in an accelerated format, be that in a 13-week, 7-week, or 5-week option. That too is up 35% from last year of 72 courses. We continue to grow online courses as well at about a 5% rate. Our data enrollment tells us that we have over 4,800 student enrollments in these new modalities. This is the future of higher education. We had 20+ faculty participate in the development of 20 new departmental hybrid general education courses that will launch this year. The Substance Addiction Certificate, the AAS in Surgical Technology, and the Liberal Arts Transfer Degree will all be available in 7-week hybrid options launching this fall. We also know we have such faculty as Joanne Smith, Maddie McAuliffe, Ann O'Shea, who are also piloting new flipped learning environments to maximize student success in their classes. Next year, through TAC, we will work to develop the Business Transfer Degree and the Health Science Degree to also be fully available in new flexible learning environments like 7-week hybrid blocks. We've partnered with our friends in facilities to build a new greenhouse and redesign our CAD lab this year. We've also begun to embrace Collaborate as a technology solution to being a multi-campus environment. This year we will also be updating our simulation lab equipment in healthcare. We've built our successes with service learning and civic learning, now having over 80 class sections, and we have over 38 of our 75 programs with required experiential learning like clinicals, field experiences, and internships for hands-on application. But there is room to continue to grow here too, especially knowing the vast majority of our students are working while going to school. Now, 3 years into our program review model, we have seen over 41 of our programs reviewed. This year, we will see 11 programs being reviewed, including our physical therapy assistant program and practical nursing with program external accreditation visits. Program review gives us a strong continuous improvement model and a way to ensure the faculty's perspective on academic needs are heard and addressed by our administration. Now, 2 years into the guided pathway model, We will finally be at the end of the year sunsetting our program of study sheets in lieu of guided pathway sheets, and students will be able to track their progress in the guided pathway sheet through Banner and DARS as a major. We have implemented pathway advising to better target students' advising needs, including adding generic program emails on all program pages so that email can be read by deans, chairs, and admissions departments. We've systematized early and midterm and academic alerts so faculty advisors and advisors in the Student Support Center have their students' data and can help them determine what their next step should be if receiving an alert and/or to give a positive accolade if the student is progressing without an alert. We have our first year of the 2-year schedule behind us, and this year the tactical plan has to prioritize educational planning technology. In January, myself and Dr. Williams will co-chair a working group for an RFP for an educational planning tool, one that actually tracks our students' progress towards graduation, helps students create an ideal schedule, and gives many a what-if scenario, including if they don't take a particular course this semester, how may it move their completion date back? 3.5 years into our newly designed first-year experience and foundational literacy course, our data shows students who take the course have a 10% higher retention rate than those who have not taken it. We've even contextualized versions aligned to career pathways. We've expanded TutorLink courses into both general education and technical courses and are seeing promising results with student success. We continue to grow OER courses. I believe we have over 40 sections offered this semester alone. We've been early adapters and innovators with co-requisite models with both ALP and developmental math. Our data shows co-requisite models work. This includes limiting the numbers of levels and attrition points before college level work. For instance, in the fall of 2017, 432 students took a Comp 1 course, or ALP. Of the Comp 101 students who only took that course, 76% were retained, versus the ALP students of 74.3% being retained. Likewise, 43.6% of the Comp 1 students who were only enrolled in Comp 1 enrolled in the subsequent semester in Comp 2, versus 49.1% of the ALP students enrolled the following semester in Comp 2. Nice to see that ALP is actually outperforming students who come in just taking Comp 101. In 2012, 56% of our students took a developmental math course and had only a 49% success rate. In 2017, 22% required a developmental math course, and their success rates were 64%. We are making huge headway in what we're doing in developmental math. Between 2012 and 2017, we increased the enrollment in college credit-bearing math courses by 34%, and students are taking these courses are 73% successful in these courses versus 71% successful in the old math. Co-requisite and developmental change actually works. This year, we pilot our new co-requisite model with ESL, where the highest level ESL courses will be paired with an FFL course and a speech course, allowing students to access college credit, 6 credits worth, early in their academic journey. Today, we will focus part of our day on the lens of cultural competency styles as we continue to develop respect to intercultural competencies and add strategies in our toolbox on how to best communicate to differing styles of communication depending on who our audience is. We know our student demographic is becoming more culturally diverse. In fact, close to 24% of our student population are Latinos. Over 119 full-time faculty members have taken the Intercultural Style Inventory. The aggregate results show 82% of us, myself included, tend to be framed in a discussion style of communication, which is often very direct and emotionally restrained. The odds are that 82% of our students may not identify with this type of communication style. We need deeper discussions on the implications of intercultural communication styles in order to help us be an inclusive environment. Over the last few years, significant work has been done to align our curriculum to Massachusetts transfer. We've launched a flexible liberal arts transfer degree last year, which will implement new requirements in the business administration transfer and health science and STEM foundation this year, which should impact our completion numbers. In fact, just a year into this new degree, we've seen a tremendous difference. LAT graduates were up 44 graduates, or 20% with the changes to a more flexible model. The college was up a total of 58 graduates last year, and likely the majority of these new graduates could be attributed to the implementation of the flexible LAT degree. And this was only the first year. We've also seen higher enrollments in science, philosophy, sociology, and psychology. This year, we will look to launch a new curriculum in culinary and in ESL. We will see some of our IDS courses in new designators, including science, allied health, environmental studies, and gender and women's studies. Both the substance addiction and horticulture program names have changed, and we will launch 5 new certificates and degrees. Certificates will be in restaurant management, baking and pastry, and social media. The degrees we will hopefully be launching are a new degree in surgical technology, and hopefully in the spring, the launch of our associate in science in database management. This year, Curriculum Committee will see a new program request to offer an Associate of Applied Science in Funeral Services, a possible name change for practical nursing to licensed practical nursing, a new certificate in CDA, and maybe a new degree in engineering technology. New courses in cultural studies with new areas of emphasis such as Hispanic studies, African American studies, and 2 new languages in Arabic and Chinese will also come to Curriculum Committee. We will continue our work on the early college model and will work with DESE and DHE to get the final early college designation status. At the same point, we know we are serving over 250 students a year in this model, with 36% of the early college seniors matriculating to us, up from last year of 30%. We know the value of our faculty teaching these learners and getting a true college experience, and the power of the location on our campus for first-generation students has actually had. We piloted an Ability to Benefit program last year with the Wellspring House of Gloucester, seeing adult basic education students concurrently enrolled in non-credit office support courses with a 76% success rate. Students are now able to use this pathway to achieve up to 9 college credits in the Executive Administrative Assistant pathway, and we now have the state's first adult career pathway, which opens up financial aid funding to this vulnerable population. We hope in the next year to expand this concept to other technical areas. We continue to work with our business and industry partners through advisory boards and community-based organizations to actualize our mission. As a gentle reminder of a new term we all need to learn, NECHI. NECHI is the new NEASC, and this year we will continue our standards committee's input into our self-studies scheduled for October 2019. There will be lots of opportunities for everyone to give their input and feedback throughout the year, because it's all about a culture of assessment. We will launch our new website. Current timeline is February, followed by a new intranet. Trainings will be occurring in January's Professional Day for faculty around our new website. We know our students will have access to a $7 million pool of increased funds for financial aid recipients. We're actively pulling their degree audit report to see how we can help to encourage eligible students' increased enrollment in courses in the winter intersession and spring semesters. So some schedule adjustments with increased course offerings may need to be made to the spring schedule. We will continue to work with our universities, in particular Salem State University, to advance concepts like 2+2s and 3+1 concepts, including our first faculty-to-faculty dialogue summit and 2 key programs in January in both information technology and psychology to build a true seamless pathway to SSU, where students don't lose time or money. We will expand the use of embedded technology with both Collaborate and the use of electronic forms for most of our meeting needs in the coming years. For me, our work is all about the students and transforming their lives. just like the experiences that Danny talked about in his graduation speech. Students are so lucky to have each and every one of you helping to facilitate their educational journey. Thank you for the difference that you make in their lives. Phew, I am so proud of all the accomplishments that we have done together in the last year. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you in the next year to continuously move North Shore Community College forward. Welcome back.